Hello, YouTube. I don't know if you can tell, but I am very fucking sick right now. But I have a very important story that needs to be told. And it's about my time as a sophomore in high school. I went to a weird tech high school where you were pretty much allowed to do fucking anything. And you were given an expensive MacBook Pro, alright, to do your homework and other school related shit on. It's like normal high school. It was it was basically college, but like for dumbass teenagers. Um yeah, but you know how it is with kids, some things never change. And one day, first year, 2 months in on this new brand spanking fucking school, they had a big problem. Like, really big, with the expensive MacBook laptops. They started to get cease and desist from, a big company, specifically, a place called DreamWorks. And, they didn't want to bring it to light at first, but the problem persisted for a long while. And let me just shed a little light on what this problem was specifically. There was a student downloading hundreds of illegal copies of the B movie. And it was becoming such a prevalent problem that they were threatening the school with legal action. Now, mind you, these laptops were not tied to the students at all. It was tied to the school and only the school. And eventually, it got to be such a problem that they gathered everyone into the cafeteria and they were like, listen, whoever's doing this, stop. We don't want to be sued. We don't want to be shut down. Stop. And it was quiet for a couple of days, and they thought maybe it was done. That fixed it. It was all good. It wasn't. This went on for about like 2 weeks or so. And like the first week was the one that started it all, and into the second week, because this kid hated the school so fucking much. Hated the principal, hated the vice principal, hated fucking everyone. And you couldn't blame it because the principal was kind of a dick. I won't get into detail, but he was kind of a dick. They wanted to try and get back at the school at the most ridiculous fucking way possible. Alright? Because, like, what better way? This was, like, before the B movie had become, like, a major fucking meme, alright? I was, like, 16 at the time, and I'm 21 now, so, this was before it became the meme that it had become. This kid was fucking ahead of their time, I gotta say. So yeah, hundreds of copies of the B movie every single day for 2 weeks straight. Only at the school though. So like, well, only at the school. That'll change a little bit later. But I remember one early morning, sometime during the second week, I think. I came in a little early to get their fucking delicious ass breakfast burritos. That place was the only place. I'm not a breakfast person. I usually can't stand eating or consuming anything early in the morning, but their breakfast burritos, that was the only thing I could eat in the morning. I don't know why. It was amazing. It was delicious. It was free. But yeah, I got my breakfast burrito. And, I noticed some friends were like ushering me over to their table. And I'm like, oh God, oh fuck, what are they up to now? What, do they download games illegally again? Because that was very prevalent. Because everyone got a fucking laptop, Everyone was doing whatever the fuck they wanted. You could just airdrop each other games like all the fucking time. It was amazing. Anyway, they ushered me over, and they were all standing over this one kid that I knew. I knew them since middle school. We had the same choir class together. And they just pointed at the kid's screen, and they were like, look. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. That's a lot of downloads of Jerry Seinfeld's The Bee Movie at fucking once. Like, the computer was barely chugging along. It was so many. And, like, this kid had the biggest shit-eating grin on their face. And, like, it was legendary, first of all. Because, like, I didn't think I knew who the culprit was. But I knew. I knew them, and I've known them for a while. And it was fucking surreal. Like, you don't expect that sort of thing. You don't see that coming. It's wild. But, like, because the computers were never tied to any of the students, he was never fucking caught. So he got away with it. But eventually, during the unfolding of the story, he took the laptop to a public library and did the downloads there too. And my mom worked at this fucking library. So, like, she had some insider on what was going on. And DreamWorks was, like, getting really, really pissed. So, I hadn't learned about this until a few years after. So, like, when I brought the story up and I told her, and she was like, oh my God, that happened at my work too. I was just like, holy shit. Oh my God. So this public fucking library, who doesn't even make enough, like, income to even fight off DreamWorks with a fucking dual sword combat, like, they figured out who was doing it and banned them from the fucking library. So they couldn't go there and do that anymore. So, but this kid is a fucking legend in my book. And that, my friends, is the B movie school incident. And that's one of my favorite stories to tell. It's the best. Anyway, au revoir. I'm going back to fucking bed.